Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I coach people and organizations to play big. I'm the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com and another site, NoBSCoachingAdvice.com. And I wanted to talk with you as a graduating senior. You've hit the graduation trail. The parents have shown up. Congratulations. You're out of school, and it's time, or you think it's time to look for a job. Now, I'm not going to criticize you for things you didn't do in the past. I'm just going to make sure that you're doing the best that you can in the current climate, given how much or how little you've done to market yourself and to get yourself out and into the job that you want next. So I thought I would do a quick video talking about tactics that you can use that are going to help you find work. So the first thing is you've got your generic resume. However good or bad that is, and if you want me to critique it, send me an email at jeffaltman@thebiggamehunter.us. I critique resumes. I'll do a discount for the critique in this if in the body of the resume, body of the email you put, I saw your video. I'll cut the price in half to $99. So send me your generic resume so I can review that. And then from there, before you submit it to any organization, tailor your resume to demonstrate a fit. Now, I think the generic resume should be as big and as expansive as possible for your online persona. So if you're putting it up on a job board, there it's fine for it to be, quote, a generic resume. But when you're actually applying for jobs, you want to tailor it to demonstrate a fit. So point number one is about tailoring your resume. Number two is about networking. Now, you may not have the biggest network in the world, but you do know people who graduated the year before you. And if you're not sure where they are right now, LinkedIn has a function that allows you to find alumni from your school with a drop down along the top of the page. Now, I'm going to stall for a second to see if I can locate it quickly, but there has been a find alumni function with LinkedIn for the longest time, and that will be very helpful to you. Let me just see if it's in my network. Bear with me. I'll put it in the notes once I locate it to see if I can point you to it. It may now only be part of a premium feature. Initially, it won't be in the notes, but I'll message LinkedIn and ask them where it is. So the second point is to network. Network with alumni. Network with faculty that you have some relationship with. Network with everyone. Use friends and family wherever you can. The people that you went to high school with who may be out in the work world. Your family. You may not like asking your parents for help, but your parents know people around the world in all probability who might be able to introduce you to someone. Part of what you want to be doing is what are called informational interviews, where you ask people for advice but not jobs. Hi, I'm a recent grad with a background in such and such. And you reach out to someone who is in that kind of a role already at a particular organization. And you use LinkedIn for this purpose. So you go to LinkedIn, do a search for profiles that fit a particular background or work at a particular organization, and you message them and say, hi, I'm a recent grad, I'm not looking for a job, but I want to see if I can get a few minutes to pick your brain by Skype, in person, whatever. When do you have a little bit of time where I might be able to speak with you? It's a nice strategy where you get advice and you start putting yourself in front of more people, practicing some of the communications that right now may seem clumsy to you, so that in this way you get better. I have videos about informational interviewing on YouTube and in my blog, which is blog.thebiggamehunter.us. You can search for them there or on YouTube. Next thing is, if you're someone with great grades, don't forget venture capital firms. Don't forget investment banks. There are lots of different organizations that hire people into their ranks for what are called portfolio companies. That is, firms that they own, that they can point you to. Get a website for yourself if you don't already have one. And there are lots of services that will give you space on the web for free. Don't do stupid stuff there. Keep your resume there as a way that firms can find it and recruiters can find it. After all, there are a lot of organizations that don't have LinkedIn Premium accounts and don't have access to job boards to search for candidates, and they're searching on the web for them. Use Squarespace or Wix or Weebly to get a free site going and make sure that it's well searchable by using keywords in the resume that reflect the work that you do. Don't know what those keywords are? Look at ads on Indeed in order to make sure you have them. On LinkedIn, make sure that the line underneath your name reflects the kind of work you want to be doing. So think of a headline there that's attractive to an employer. Keep taking classes. So whether you're online, doing it online, or doing it as part of a program at your university, keep training yourself to ensure that you remain on top of your game. And lastly, well, actually two things. Number one is for interviewing purposes, what makes you different? There are hundreds and thousands of people graduating from schools all over the United States and whatever country you're in. And you have to think in terms of what makes you different that you can sell against the tide. Now, I want to be clear, if you've got a 4.0 average and think that's the special quality, that isn't it, because there are a lot of people who graduate with 4.0 indexes. What makes you different? Did you take an internship? Did you work while you were in school and do something special that a next employer might find attractive? As you're doing informational interviews, you might just sound people out to see if they see that as being special. And here's the last detail. A lot of resumes, when they're looked at online, look pretty flat. They use fonts that are predictable and boring. Put a little color in your resume. For example, you might put the name of the employer that you had, or the headings for sections like education, experience, training, things along those lines in a lighter color like blue, so that your resume just looks a little crisper. If you've worked for brand name firms, you might include the logo of that organization next to the company name. It does make the resume stand out. So good luck to you with your search. And again, if you'd like me to critique your resume, it'll cost just under $100 for me to review it. Send me an email at jeffoaltman@thebiggamehunter.us. And in the body of the email, just put the words, "I saw your video." I'll send you a payment link and we'll be good to go. Have a great day. Take care.